Always wanted one of these. Now I've got one. I may never use it again, but it was quite cheap. Hello, how are you? Back again. I'm going to get straight on with today. I think we'll minimum of blither today. This is an interesting, if slightly odd recipe. I'm not going to lay claim to inventing it. It's something I found on Pinterest. And it's tuna, rice, cream, cheese, onions. I think that's about it. I guess the basis to it is like a tuna melt. Only instead of tuna, I've decided to make it a veggie version and use tuna, which is like a vegan tuna. Anyway, let's not blither today. What is on today is board of goodness. Not a particularly large board today. We got rice because that's one of the core bits of this dish. It's about half of that, probably nearly 3/4. I'm going to say 3 to 4 eggs. 4 eggs. I used mozzarella for this dish. Would cheddar, sharp cheddar have been better? Maybe. Certainly would have made it different. Here's the vegan tuna or tuno in this particular case. They got the thing on the wrong way around. The label. Spring onions, that's going to be chopped up on the top, and some cream which will go in with the eggs. In retrospect, I would have had 3 tins of tuna, by the way. Oh, there's the butter. Only a little bit of butter to coat in the pan. There's the board. Over there, I'm going to use my rice cooker. You will probably want to use a saucepan if you haven't got a rice cooker. Oddly enough. And there's also an onion. Forgot the onion. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, otherwise known as here, we put our rice on to cook. In my rice cooker, easy peasy. In your saucepan, just wash the rice thoroughly for a start. Make sure all the greyness and the rice dust, the starch has gone out of it. Then put it in a pot with about that much water over the top of the rice. A little bit of salt, cook away. We're now going to start with the onions. Slice into the onions rather than chop up in small pieces. Most of my recipes chop up in small pieces. We're only softening them in a little bit of olive oil and some butter, and then we're going to add our tuna. Only 2 cans here. In retrospect, 3 cans definitely. The rice does suck up a lot of the moisture. Anyway, stirry, put to one side. Next. Oh yes, don't forget the salt and pepper stuff before you start putting your tuna and onions to one side. Right, what's next? Presuming now your rice is done and beautifully fluffy and ready to go. Get your pan back again that you did your tuna and onions with. Start brushing around a really healthy lump of butter. A really, really healthy lump. Get a brush or something and wipe it down. Or a piece of kitchen roll and wipe it in. Then start spooning your rice in a nice layer of about 1 inch. Then we're going to be putting the tuna and onion mixture in. Again, 3 cans, not 2 cans, so there'll be plenty of moisture in this sandwich. Then finish off with putting the last bit of the rice on and spreading all around. The joys of cooking in a tiny kitchen and being a little bit messy. Rice all over the place. Don't worry, I'll clean it up later. I like cooking in kitchen, but I'm not going to go mad while I'm actually cooking. So anyway, what are we doing next? Tub of cream, the entire tub of cream, 4 eggs, dash of nutmeg. Don't whisk it up too much. It's more of a slow whisk, slow folding over of this creamy eggy stuff. Then get your pan back in the middle, start pouring over your creaminess, your egginess. Get everything nicely distributed so it's all got a little bit of creamy egginess all over itself. Then the mozzarella, I've grated it, I squeezed the water out of it and I've grated it, and now we're going to start sprinkling over. Again, back to what I said at the start of the video, would this have been better with a sharp cheddar? Possibly. Mozzarella does tend to melt its taste into the rice. Sharp cheddar would have had a taste sitting on top of the rice. Up to you. Into the oven, 190 degrees, about 20 minutes. And out of the oven it comes. When you first pull it out and put it on the top, there's this sizzling, crackling sound and the wonderful smell of the rice and the cream and the eggs and the cheese. Oh, this is really nice. I seriously didn't think it'd work. I thought it was too odd. But if you think of it in terms of a tuna melt with rice instead of bread, then you're probably in the right direction. The cream and the eggs have a slightly different edge to it, but it is really nice. It's very, very tasty. As is usual, big bowl, big dollop, and in our case some finely or roughly chopped up spring onions thrown over the top. Thank you once again for dropping by. I always appreciate it. There are many videos already made. I think this is about the 42nd, and there are many, many, many hundreds still to come. So thank you for dropping by. Do the YouTube thing, like and subscribe. Always appreciate you being here. Thank you. Next time.